Hey everyone, my name is Paul Joseph Russell, but you can just call me Joe. I've embarked on a journey to write my first novel, in fact, a trilogy of novels called Rivendoah. I live with my husband Richard on 6 acres of land nestled in the wilds of Virginia, and every Monday I post a video sharing the progress of my writing as well as projects on our little stretch of land. Today I'll be discussing the motivations of my main protagonist in Rivendoah. And for this week's project, I'll be repairing an antique Barrister bookcase. So I hope you'll join me on my adventures in living as a writer and an artist. I want to welcome everybody back to my author's channel here on YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about the protagonist in my story, the hero, and what his motivations are in Rivendoah, and why I believe he is particularly well suited, as I've written him, to fight the evil that arises in the story. I also have a project I thought you guys might enjoy. I have a pair of old Barrister bookcases, as that you can see here behind. They are both missing tops, on the tops of the bookcases, and actually the bottoms also, but they don't really need the bottom. There are also some issues in some of the cabinets with the opening and closing mechanism. You can pull open the glass cover and tuck it back into the top to access what's in the bookcase, and some of those mechanisms are not working properly. So I'm going to do some repair work on that and then take you down to the garage to build the tops, which I've never had for these two cabinets. Before I begin working on the cabinets and repairing them, I wanted to give you a brief on my main protagonist in my trilogy of novels, Rivendoah. Graham Hunter is a man who has suffered terrible trauma. He has lost everything. Everything that he holds dear was sort of taken from him. His home, his wife, and his children. All is lost in violence and fire. His wife and children are murdered in front of him, and he has nearly killed himself during a home invasion. He survives this terrible trauma, but what he was before is gone forever. In my first novel, and in the trilogy, I guess as a whole, I wanted to explore how our brokenness as human beings can actually make us stronger. And in Graham's case, my hero of the story, it gives him the power to confront this terrible evil that arises. Now, before I continue talking about my broken hero, let's take a look at these broken Barrister bookcases. One of the first things I'm going to need to do, of course, is remove these dog beds. These are where the little dogs come up and sit and lay out and stretch out and go to sleep while I'm writing. Sometimes they're actually out in the yard right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take these and go ahead and move them out of the way. And then the next thing I'm going to do is open up each of the cabinets, take out all the things that I have in here, and I'm going to set up a table to put all of it on. Then I can begin to take the cabinets apart, probably lay them out here and repair the ones that need to have work done to them. So let's go ahead and I'll start taking everything out of the cabinets. as you can see here, they are they're missing the tops, and these Barrister cabinets have both. And when I say Barrister, that's, I think they were designed for lawyers. They were designed to hold law books, you know, that you'd have in your office. These cabinets, which are probably maybe 150 years old, were designed by a company called Globe Wernicke. I'm not sure exactly how old these particular cabinets are, but they're definitely in that time frame. They were made in that time frame. The company Globe Wernicke had a patent on the design of these cabinets, which use a sort of scissor-like mechanism in the top, so that you can open the cabinet up, lift it up, and then slide it in to access your whatever is on the inside. And I think these were designed as, you know, as barrister cabinets for lawyers, where they could keep their collection of law books, which they would probably need to access for cases. But they also, you know, they're beautifully built bookcases, and but these particular ones need some fine tuning and some work. Some of the glass front covers don't open properly. They're off their hinges. The scissor mechanism does not work properly. So I have this. I have these pieces that I got. I got these online. They're a collection of different metal pieces that can be used in cabinet making. And I'm going to be using these to, I think these are very similar to the pieces that are supposed to be there that are either missing or bent. And I think I can use them to repair. So I'll be showing you some of the repair work, and then once I kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing, then I'll just go ahead and do it and jump ahead to the creation of the building the tops for the cabinets, which they've never had. I used to have the cabinets stacked up, all six on top of each other, so it didn't really matter that you couldn't really see the top of it. But the way I have them arranged now, I have have a set of three and a set of three, so you can clearly see the top, and I'm sort of missing out on having a good space to store stuff. You know, in this case, my Aurora Monster models, which will be there for some time, but I'll probably put other things there too, to kind of have in the background for my videos and in here in my writing room. But I really want to get a nice cabinet, flat surface that I can put the, in this case, the monster models on. Right now it's a little precarious the way they're sitting on there, and anything I put on there could fall down into the cabinet or fall off. So I think the cabinet design that I've come up with for the top pieces will be, you know, will help things to, you know, sit on there more evenly, and will keep things from falling or rolling off. Well, only 5 more to go.
Master should be resting. Master needs to keep up his strength.
All right, I got all the mechanisms fixed. Ran a little wood oil over the wood, and I vacuumed out and dusted the inside so they're nice and clean. So it looks like the only thing I have left to do, which is probably the hardest part of the project, and that's going to be making the tops. As you can see, they're kind of just open like this with just a piece of wood over the top. But I've got a design worked out that I'm going to use. I've got all my wood, so the only thing I have to do now is go down to the garage and complete the project.